Word to my mama, I promise I gotta go get it. Hop in my whipping and be on my way. Now I'm copping a ticket to Cali. My mission to Valley, the babe in LA till I finally come back to Miami.
Yo, what up guys, Did It Great here, back with another video. And if you watched my previous video on SAO, you would know that I was coming with this video. So if you didn't watch that, go watch it. You will not be disappointed because it's flames. But anyways, this video is going to be about Radiant episode 2. Now, for this episode, I feel like it was not much happened, but at the same time, you kind of got a glimpse into what the world was like for sorcerers, and also you got to see some character growth from Seth in this episode too. And in this episode, we get introduced to the Bravery Quartet, like fucking low budget ass Ginyu Force. That's what I call they ass. But these motherfuckers was doing poses and everything. That shit was hilarious. I was fucking dying when they tried to pull up doing some fucking poses. But like, they come and seal the monster or whatever, and it only lasts for so long, and they pretend like they about to help everybody, but later we find out that these motherfuckers are just bandits, and they take advantage of the Nemesis ravaging towns to steal shit, and that's fucked up. But you kind of get a sense of where they coming from, because when Seth pulls up on them and he finds out what they was doing, everybody thinks that, well, the humans, they think that Seth is working with the Bravery Quartet, and they start flaming his shit, calling him all types of names and calling him infected. And basically, like, if you were a minority, like in America or maybe anywhere, I don't know how this applies, but like black people, I'm black by the way, if you ain't know, like they kind of treat them like how black people get treated by like racist motherfuckers. Like, they're basically racist against sorcerers because they treat them just like Nemesis instead of human. And the Bravery Quartet was like, why should we save these motherfuckers if all they do is treat us like the Nemesis anyway? Like, they only care about us when there's a Nemesis because they want us to defeat their ass. And I kind of understood where he was coming from, but still though, stealing shit is not really cool. But it kind of shows you what most humans view sorcerers as, and it's kind of fucked up. But this is where the growth came in for Seth's character, when the monster, the Nemesis, tried to shoot the bank up with that fucking hyper beam. That's what the fuck it looked like, just like a blue version of a damn hyper beam. He blocked it for him, and like, he didn't care about none of what they was talking about. He just did it because it was something that he wanted to do. And I respected that out of his character a lot. Like, I really feel like that was important for him to do, because he's a sorcerer also, and he was the main cause. Like, he was the main source of all of the damages in the town, and people treated him the worst. They called him more names than they called the Bravery Quartet, and he didn't even steal shit. So even then, with all of that, he still decided to save them. And I feel like this is important because a lot of other people wouldn't have even bothered to do that. They probably would have did the same thing the Bravery Quartet did, which was get the fuck out the way and let the monster finish them off. But Seth decided that he was just gonna save them. And that was really important for the character growth, and also to set the tone of the show. Because since Seth wants to get rid of all the Nemesis, if people still wind up treating sorcerers the same, let's say he succeeds, if people still treat sorcerers the same, they're just gonna turn into another form of Nemesis. So I feel like him doing that was just like a wake-up call to the people of that town, like, hey, for one, not all sorcerers are bad, and two, we still human too. Like, we can be viewed as heroes. Like, we're not trying to mess anything up. We trying to help people with the powers that we have been given. And I feel like the more people he save and the more towns or whatever he visit and change their mind, I feel like the world will wind up being a better place if he does succeed in destroying all the Nemesis. And I feel like that was a key point for this episode, and I was really impressed by it, to be honest, because the first episode, it kind of made you get the sense of like it was just on some basic shonen shit, and for the most part it kind of still is, but now it got some added depth to it that I feel like it needed in order to separate itself, like slowly break the mold in its own way, which I hope that it continues to do, because this shit probably won't last long if it's just another run-of-the-mill shonen. So that was important. I feel like if they keep doing things like that, showing off different powers and just, you know, building up the world the way that they're doing it, I feel like this will wind up being really successful. So overall, I was impressed by the episode. I liked it. I enjoyed it for what it was. And if you haven't watched episode 1 or episode 2, probably should have said this at the beginning, but you should go watch them. And if I spoiled you somehow, bro, you should have stopped listening a long time ago. We like 5 minutes in now. So yeah, that's all I really got to say about that episode. This one is kind of quick, but I feel like just that couple scenes right there of the townspeople talking about him the way that they did, and the Bravery Quartet giving their stance on how they view the humans, it was important. Like, it was important to the whole entire story. Like, it literally was. Like, those few moments, like, they really set the tone of what the world was kind of like, what kind of state the world was in. And it also lets us know about the Inquisition, which they are, I guess are sent to capture sorcerers, I'm assuming, because they said that they'll just call the Inquisition after we defeat the Nemesis, and then we gonna get locked up. So it's like a double L, like so I'm glad that happened, and it also let us know what the sorcerers have to fear and worry about, which is this so-called Inquisition. But overall I'm excited for the next episode. I'm wondering what it'll bring. Hopefully they wrap this whole defeating this damn Nemesis thing up, because that Nemesis is kind of lame. It's just like a fucking ball of jello. Like, it's stupid. But that's really all I gotta say for this episode in this video. Let me know what you guys think about this episode down below. Did you enjoy it? Did you hate it? Did you find something interesting about it? Let me know. And if you stuck around this long, I appreciate you. And if you fuck with the content, you already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit. But that's all I gotta say for this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.